Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I made upload on my channel because I've been quite busy with a few tasks. So today I'm going to talk about something totally different, which is related to my transgender issues and basically mental health and serious psychological issues within the planet. I'm going to start by, first of all, what is mental health problems in the world that is happening to a lot of people, and at the same time, why do some people revert to transgenderism or other treatments provided by the health and medical hospital treatments. So without further ado, if you like my video, please click like and subscribe my channel by clicking the red button. The thing is that I've been residing in Canada for a while, and basically North America is pretty advanced in certain treatments of patients regarding psychological factors and mental health. So in that regard, they have a pretty good ratio of patients to doctor ratios. For instance, they have, like, if there are like 10 patients, there are probably 2 doctors per 10 patients at every hospital, which is quite good. So that's like split 5 patients per doctor. So you can imagine, if you're one of the patients, you will get full 110% attention by the doctor about your issues and your problems and your remedies and your diagnosis, for instance, in the medical field regarding, for instance, psychology, as an example. Now the thing is, I did a study a while back, and I found out that in Canada, the mental health sector is taken care of very well. And the government of Canada also supports by providing financial assistance to certain patients who qualify for the treatment. And they have an extensive list of treatments available in each type of level available. So that is one issue where there's a problem by the patient. They go to the hospital, they go and talk about their problems to the workers, to the doctors, and the doctors find a solution, and they get approval by the government of Canada, and then they give you a full, comprehensive, beneficial program with financial costs in your account, basically, to put it in a short form. That's amazing, to be honest. Now the thing is, I looked into a news article that Iran, because it was related to mental health, has a huge mental health crisis with their teenagers. And the figure was something like 40 million Iranian teenagers between the ages of 16 and 24 were diagnosed as high priority mental health patients who need immediate attention. So the story goes, when I read the article, they said that out of the so many 24% of these teenagers, which is numbering in something like 20 million, 18 million Iranian teenagers, about 10 million of them reverted to transgenderism. So they converted their gender orientation right there and then. So this was quite interesting, and it was quite shocking for me. So like, Iran is so ahead with certain mental health treatments. That was pretty interesting. On a side note, I also looked into country Pakistan, and I found out that the problem in Pakistan, because the population of my country, Pakistan, is around like 300 million plus. Yeah, it's around that figure, and it's going up. And if you Google mental health issues, just Google and then just find out, you will see that I'll put in the description box which word to search in Google. Here you go. If you look at it, it says 24% of the Pakistan youth are permanently diagnosed as severe cases of mental illness that's going to happen. It's their destiny. It's prediction. It's going to happen to them. If it's not happening in 6 months, it's going to happen in 1 year. If it's not happening in 1 year, it's going to happen in 1.6 months, 1.6 years, or 2 years. What I'm trying to say is that 24% of 300 million people is about 40 million teenagers. Now, people, if you look at that number, that's very scary. And being a third world country, Pakistan, they don't even have basic welfare state. So forget about the benefits. They don't even have hospital treatments for urgent patients free of charge. Forget about that. So mental health is not even considered an illness in this country. So it's like, if you know you're diagnosed first, if you know you're diagnosed, then you are aware consciously you've got a problem. Second, if you can afford that treatment, which majority of, because it's a poor country, majority of 40 million people, they can't even afford basic medical bills, then you can treat yourself. And number three, if you don't treat yourself with the first and 2 points, then you are determined to get even worse state of condition that even after knowing, you will be permanently disabled. You will not be able to find a job. You will not be able to be in physical, mental health to perform your basic daily duties. And you will also lose your maximum life expectancy because you didn't look after yourself during your teen years. Because that has a very dangerous effect. There's something called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. What that means is that if you are, I'll give you a simple example. If you're living with roommates and there's somebody living above you on top of your roof and they're just stomping on top of your head, like on the ceiling, and it's constant stomping, that means you are getting PTSD because that stomping, that hard hitting is so severe that it affects your frame of mind. If you're, let's say, watching a YouTube video, like for example, and if somebody's like really banging on top of the ceiling, then it's going to affect, and you're the lower unit underneath, it's going to affect you. That is a very small, simple example of PTSD. A good example of PTSD is when the US forces were in Afghanistan, and some of the US soldiers, they went and fought with the Taliban. And basically, on the both sides, the Taliban soldiers and the United States soldiers, they both suffered from PTSD. But who got the better treatment? Obviously the United States soldiers, because they already have a backup plan. So people, that is the extreme version of PTSD. You know, bullets flying over you, bombs falling, you know, shrapnel going. That is like a severe case. So majority of the 42 million people in Pakistan don't even know that they have a problem, and it's called mental health illness. And if you don't even know the definition, then how are you going to find out that there is a problem? Because the government doesn't provide any assistance. So basically, that's the scary part that I wanted to touch base. Because if people are not educated, then that means that they don't even know they've got a problem until, see, it's like this, for instance. A friend told me, you know, like, I cover my mouth when I go outside on the street because I don't want any germs going in, like in Pakistan, in the local streets. So I don't get any, you know, bad odors and smells and all that. So he says, hey man, you're Canadian, you know, you lived abroad your life, and it's not gonna, it affects you more. And I'm prone, like, because he's a local, you know, he grew up here. I told him, brother, don't tell me after 3 months you inhale something so severe, toxic, because I warned you to wear a mask and you didn't wear a mask. You ended up at Jinnah Hospital. That's the hospital in this city. And don't ask me for money to pay for your bill. So I told him straight up. So, you know, and people don't understand what I'm talking about. You know, it's like, it's that serious. I mean, that's just one example. I will be making more videos on this topic, and you can take it from there. And if you like the video, please leave a comment. And if you want to see more of the videos, click the red button, and hope to see you next time. Ta-ta from Charlie.